Hey guys, it's Karen and I'm here with my keto coffee. Don't know whether you can see how light that is. I don't want to tip it away, but I like a really milky coffee. But this has got cream and Alpro milk in it. It's delicious. So as you will see from the title, I am today, Monday, 80.6 kilograms, which means that I am 2.1 kilos less than I was last Monday. And I'm delighted with that. It's not as much as I could have lost, but it's 4 pounds. You know, 2 kilos is 4 pounds, and I'm really, really happy with that. I was going to do keto Monday to Friday and then carbs at the weekend. Remember I said I was going to the dog show with my friend, and so I knew that I couldn't keep to keto, so I was just going to have a carb weekend again. I didn't do that, and I'm really chuffed with that decision. The reason for sticking to keto was, one, because I thought of an idea that I could do to have, you know, something I could eat for lunch. And secondly, because there's a couple of things that I'm going to be attending. Well, one of them's next week, so is it next week? Yes, I've not got long to lose weight. And the other one is a couple of weeks after that. Next week, I'm going to the opening of the new DECIEM store in Edinburgh. And then the following 2 weeks after that, I'm going to a training course, a doggy training course for 2 days. And so I don't normally get to meet people. I'm normally just in my dog walking clothes, and then I dress up for on here. And so it's something that kind of has given me a bit of motivation to stick to this way of eating. But like I said, I actually found something that I could eat. So I stuck to the keto Monday to Friday. I didn't record anything. And actually, most of the days I just stayed at the same weight. It's actually only been 2 days where I woke up and had lost a kilo. So, you know, from one day to the next I'd lost a kilo, and then another from one day to the next I'd lost a kilo. The rest of the days it's just been the same. But what I found was this Live Life bread that I think I might have talked about before. My friend gave me one. She ordered some from Amazon and she gave me one, and I tried it, and they're just tiny little pieces of bread. They're seeded. They're about 3.8 grams of carbs per slice. I've been having them with 2 poached eggs, you know, for the last month or so. And I suddenly thought, oh, I could actually, if I could buy a fresh loaf, because I don't like, if I freeze bread, I'm happy to have it as toast, but not as bread. But I thought if I buy a fresh loaf of that, I could probably make an egg mayonnaise sandwich, and that wouldn't be too many carbs. And I should, as long as I'm careful with my breakfast and dinner, I should be able to still stay within the amount of carbs. And so I found out that they do that bread in Waitrose. So I specifically went to Waitrose, got that bread, and made myself an egg mayonnaise sandwich with lots of butter, exactly the way I love it. And I also made these butter shortbread. Ginger Keto is a YouTube channel, and she made these shortbread, and I made some, and they are just delicious. And I took a couple of those with me so that I could take my tablets with them. Had my keto cereal in the morning. I made keto granola, and then in the evening I made Parmesan crisps. It's literally just, you put little piles of Parmesan on a baking sheet, cook them in the oven until they go a bit brown, and then let them cool, and they snap like little Parmesan crisps. They're absolutely delicious. Yeah, so I was really happy. The only thing I was a bit confused about is Saturday I barely ate anything, and Saturday to Sunday I didn't lose any weight. I really expected to. So I had my keto granola in the morning on Saturday. Then I had my egg mayonnaise sandwich at lunch. I had no tea while I was out and about. I did take some milk with me, so I had maybe half the bottle of milk that I had, which was just, you know, a little 250ml water bottle. Then I had one of the 2 shortbread biscuits that I took. Then in the evening I had steak and chips, which were made from celeriac. But Kev, unbeknownst to him, he didn't know I don't like smoked paprika. I like paprika, but smoked things I just don't like. And he had put smoked paprika on these celeriac chips, and actually they hadn't gone very crispy either. And they just didn't taste nice at all to me. So I didn't eat any. And the steak was also a bit tough. He's normally brilliant at cooking it. So I don't know whether it was, like he said, it's difficult to cook well done, which is how I like it. But also it may have been the steak. So I didn't eat very much for dinner. I did have a handful of nuts afterwards because I was hungry. And I also had a tiny little packet of cheese nibbles, Cathedral City cheese nibbles. And then I had a couple of Bacardi and Diet Cokes, but that's less than I would normally eat, because I'd normally snack a bit more and I would eat my whole dinner. And I didn't lose weight Saturday to Sunday, so I was a bit surprised at that. But like I said, overall, I'm really chuffed with how I've done. I have started off today recording what I'm eating. I've got my cereal. I've got a big tub of that granola cereal that I've made from nuts and seeds and whatnot. So I'm just going to have that for breakfast. Lunches will either be one slice of that bread with butter and poached eggs on it, or turkey rashers with some cheese on it, or something like that. And I've got the dinners planned out for the week as well. And then I'm going to keep this going until our holiday, which is 2 weeks today. So I'm going to try and keep it going through the weekend as well. And hopefully I will have dropped a bit by then. And just, I always think even half a stone, so 5 or 6 pounds, I feel like I feel different in my clothes. The clothes don't feel as tight, and because I'm at that point where my clothes are tight and I really need to buy another size. Like I've got some size 16 jeans from River Island, which have always been really comfortable, and they were feeling tight. To the dog lover show, I wore jogging pants, and I was just, that kind of brought it home to me how much weight I've put on, because I can't wear my blue jeans. My black ones are fine from River Island. They seem a bit more stretchy, but the blue ones are just no good. And I actually went to River Island. I had a kind of emergency shopping visit on Friday because I tried my jeans on and they were just too uncomfortable. So I went and tried the 18s on. They were way too big for me, thankfully. I think what it is with River Island jeans is they're much stretchier when you first get them, but after you've washed them a few times, you know, they're not quite as flexible. But hopefully, like I said, with losing a few pounds, it might actually make a difference and things will feel a bit looser in a week or two. So that's everything to update you on at the moment. I will try and do another update next Monday and let you know if I still manage to stay on it. I've been testing it with the keto strips. I can now immediately tell when I pee on them if I am in ketosis or not. I know that they are not 100%, but they seem to be a good indicator for me, you know, and so yeah, I shall let you know next Monday. Let me know how you're doing on whatever weight plan you're on. I know some of you are struggling, some of you are doing pretty well, some of you are struggling to get back into it after holidays and things like that. It is really, really difficult. But, you know, I know we can all do it. If I can do it, if I can find an eating plan that works for me, because I'm so, I would say, greedy and obsessed with food, then you guys can do it too. So, yeah, let me know how you're doing. Thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon.